Hello and welcome to another To It For Media feature interview. I'm your host, Jhaka, and today in the building we have the BVI Tours Board and the committee of the Virgin Gorda Easter Festival. Of course, the topic for today is the 57th Virgin Gorda Easter Festival. A lot going on this year, a lot of new activities and a new committee as well. New energy always brings good things. Stay tuned because we have those details after this quick break.
Start the year off with more speed, more downloading, more savings, and more Fire. CCT Fire Fiber Internet gives you the speed you need to keep the whole family connected. Packages starting at $119 with speeds from 300 megabytes per second, super fast, unlimited downloads, even more reliable connectivity, plus free live streaming TV for the family to enjoy. Sign up for the absolute best fiber internet service in the BVI CCT Fire and pay no installation fee. Plus, get CCT Live TV for free. You deserve more. Get more with CCT. Life Unlimited.
Orange alert! Orange alert!
Fire is spreading across the BVI. The fastest, most reliable, and affordable fiber internet service is here for you. Look out for fire in these new locations: Slaney, Duff Bottom, Manual Reef, Seacows Bay, Albion, Hannah's, Palestina, Pleasant Valley, and Havers. Fiber is in your area. Call 444-4444 or visit a CCT store to find out more and bring it home. More locations coming soon.
Welcome back and thank you so much for staying with us. And of course, you three, thank you so much for making the time to be here today.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, now we're gonna start over from Dirk. I mean, you're not new, but I want to give everybody a chance to introduce themselves to our viewers. So let's start off from you.
All right, Dirk Walters, Events Manager, BVI Tours Board and Film Commission.
Stephanie Faulkner, Chairperson of the Virgin Gorda Easter Festival.
Rashawn Stevens, PRO, Public Relations Officer of the Virgin Gorda Easter Festival Committee.
All right, now these are faces we are expecting to see a lot in the coming weeks and of course in the coming months, because in the Virgin Islands, events aren't a 1 month thing. It's months of preparation. So by the time festival and Easter Festival is done this year, the planning already starts for next year. Yeah. Now, I just want to start off, of course, a big factor of festivals in the Virgin Islands is always the themes. So what is the theme for Virgin Gorda Easter Festival this year and how did it come about?
So the theme for this year's festival is Endless Years of Awesomeness with Tradition and Culture Must Go On. Yeah.
All right, now endless years of awesomeness. I think that's a fitting theme given the reaction we've seen from the public when it comes to Virgin Gorda Easter Festival. Of course, being the head of the committee, I have to ask you to chime in here. What does this theme mean to you this year?
I think over the years, Easter Festival on Virgin Gorda has been a staple, like I said in my statement before. So persons there's an expectation when they come there that there's fun, there's activities, there's entertainment, and there's food. Persons come as far as from the United States. We know the St. Thomians, they come over, St. John, and we're welcoming them again this year. So I think the team is fitting. I mean, tradition still continues. Persons would say, what is so traditional about it? I just think it's the coming together. Mm-hmm. That is what we're known for on Virgin Gorda.
Very important, absolutely. Now, another factor of the coming together of the community aspect of the festival is the annual honoree. Mm-hmm. So can you tell us a bit about this year's honoree? Of course, he's a well-known businessman in the Virgin Gorda community. When we announced him, even our co-workers from Virgin Gorda were excited to see him being recognized. So tell us a bit about this year's honoree and what's the selection process really like?
The selection process for us was, we saw him because of who he was and who he was for everybody in the community. Mm-hmm. I can speak personally for myself. I remember when I got back from college, we didn't have work, he would hire. And I know most of the time he did that for everybody. Mm-hmm. And sometimes we didn't fit the supermarket, but he would find something for us to do. And I I spoke with the committee. The committee was so excited. We decided that we would approach him. And of course, he's somebody who doesn't like the limelight. But he doesn't have a say this year because we're going to honor him. Rupert Vanterpool is everybody's father on Virgin Gorda. He's everybody's friend. He's everybody's everybody thing. Yeah. He is, he is humble. He is loving, he is kind, he's compassionate, and he's a generous person, very generous. So we thought that it was fitting to honor him because he honored us for so many years, and honor we will this year.
All right, sounds very fitting. And of course, the Virgin Gorda community, like I said, had a very positive reaction to his selection. We even had some people commenting on Facebook, it took so long to choose him.
Yes.
So we're really happy to see that come along this year. And of course, in coming along this year, there are some new initiatives, including the pageants. It's not just the weekend activities. There's a lot going on. It's like people going to have to take vacation to go over to VG for the festival. Don't say I put anything in anybody's head. But tell us a bit about what's new this year.
I think the last pageant that we had was in the year 2013. So this is a significant. So we have the Prince and Princess, we have Miss Teen, and we have Miss Easter. And we started planning these in January. So the persons that showed up and say, we're gonna do it, we are so excited, and we're trying to support them as much as we can, because bringing pageants back to Virgin Gorda Easter Festival is a yes. So we want to give that back to the public, we want to give it back to the community, and we want to give it to those that are coming, because it is something to see.
And in addition, I noticed that the flyers that are out currently mention a new venue. Tell us a bit about how that came about.
Well, all pageants were held in the Catholic Community Center for years. Unfortunately, that building is no longer available to us. So we now took it to the basketball field, the arena, and we're going to outfit it as if it's a building. Cousins wouldn't be the wiser. So it's more open door. But it still would bring what it is we're trying to achieve.
Awesome. And as well for the Nights of Festival, the Village, I noticed there's a new venue for that as well.
Yes.
Yeah, so tell me a bit about that.
I believe Dirk could.
Yeah, he's been sitting over there quiet. I was waiting for a chance to bring him in.
It is a new venue, but Dirk can give you more on the venue because he's dealing with the venue.
Okay, well, no problem. Well, in regards to the venue, it was a bit of a toss-up. For a couple of years now, previously it was held out in the field in the South Valley, and there's been some discussion ongoing for many years now of the possibility of the venue change and visiting different persons, show the community and everyone involved, service providers, patrons that come from the U.S. Virgin Islands, from Tortola, from other sister islands. It was more conducive and feasible, to move it, and we got the opportunity. We had several meetings and engaged the operators and owners and management of the Virgin Gorda Harbour, who has graciously allowed us, give us permission, authority to use it. So we think it's going to work out well. Everyone is very excited about the move. They're very happy for it. So it's going to be a positive thing.
All right. Can you give us any additional insight on what the additional benefits of this new venue are?
Sure. Well, the biggest benefit is that it's literally right there. As you walk off of the dock there at St. Thomas Bay, it's literally right there, so access. There have been issues previously where persons kind of complain about having, not necessarily when they arrive to get to South Valley, but getting back when the village is done. And I've seen that many times, driving my own personal vehicle or rentals or whatever, working, actually having to shuttle people back and forth because there might be a situation where there are not shuttles available, taxis or whatnot, to get back to the boat. A lot of persons, and we encourage persons, that influx of persons that come from the sister islands here in the BVI as well as the USVI, Puerto Rico, Vieques, Colibra, United States, UK, wherever they're coming from to, and persons may not be, able to access accommodations on Virgin Gorda, so they may stay on Tortola or other sister islands and take ferries or private vessels to come over. So it's really to facilitate and accommodate everyone in that regard as well.
All right, now I know there's only so many weeks left. For anybody who hasn't found their accommodation in Virgin Gorda yet, you might be too late. But of course, there's still avenues for people to look out for. I noticed the villas do an excellent job of marketing themselves online. Of course, reach out to the tourist board if you need additional information, and I'm sure you'd be able to get it. Right? All right, now let's talk a bit about the events. Now, we mentioned the pageants. How many pageants is it this year? I think I've seen flyers for 2 of them.
3.
There's 3 pageants.
3 pageants. Yeah. Okay, give me the details.
So the Miss Teen Virgin Gorda Easter Festival is being held on the 2nd of March at the Jeffrey King Sports Arena. It starts at 7 p.m. Then after that, we go to the Prince and Princess pageant. We have 1 prince and 3 princesses. So that's on the 16th of March at 6 p.m. On the 23rd of March, we have the Miss Virgin Gorda Easter Festival pageant. That's 1 week before all the madness happens, so everyone would be very excited at that time. Tickets are now on sale, so don't wait till they're limited. I would say so for now. Tickets for the Miss Teen pageant, Miss Virgin Gorda Easter Festival pageant, and Prince and Princess pageant are all found at Speedy's office on Tortola. If you're on Tortola, in Virgin Gorda, you can find them at Speedy's office again on the dock, or at Saks 411 convenience store.
All right, now let's get into Village. Now, we need to know when we can get the Village tickets, because what you mean you're bringing Nadia Batson and you only want to put the tickets on sale now. So let's talk about that. What are the different nights? What kind of entertainment, what kind of vibe can people expect? Because, you know, there's soca lovers, there's gospel music lovers, there's people who will show up anyway as long as vibe is there. So tell me a bit about what's coming up.
So for Saturday night, we have themes for each night. Saturday night is the Glow and Fete Soca night. That night, you'll expect to see more soca artists. So it doesn't stop at Nadia. We have many more in store, but we can't tell you right now. Just be excited. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
So that night, you're going to want to come with your glow-in-the-dark colors. It's going to be very exciting. The Sunday, that's Harmony in White night. So that night, we're asking people to wear white. If you wear white that night, you have a little discount on the entry fee.
Oh, for sticking with the theme?
Yes.
Yeah, that's nice.
So we're encouraging that. And that night, you'll expect more of a reggae type, still kind of keep the tradition with our type of music and calypso and all of that. Then that would take us to Monday night. Monday night is free. Monday night, the theme is For the Love of Music night. And that night, we have a mixture of bands, a mixture of, I can't give too much, but it's worth it.
Yes, and vibe will be there.
Yes.
So, of course, you know, can you book Speedy's tickets in advance? All right, now back to Mr. Walters. How would you say this ties into, of course, increased efforts to market the BVI on the international stage in terms of events and entertainment? And of course, I noticed collaborations going on with Win Air to bring more people from the region to the BVI to see the culture and to see the events. So how is everything meshing together?
It's tying in very lovely as planned. You know, it's very strategic. All of this is not just happening by chance because, you know, we're celebrating the fact that we have so many direct flights from various jurisdictions throughout the Caribbean as well as the United States with the latest American Airlines, who has even increased the number of flights coming in. So what we really want to do is basically celebrate and have things for persons to do on a year-round basis. So we have a full calendar of events. So there is no slow season, so to speak. You know, we take advantage of promoting and marketing our culture and heritage and all of these different things, from historical sites to our local festivals, Fungi Fest, food fairs, all of these different things. So every time persons come in, as well as residents, you know, there's something to do, there's something to celebrate, and we market the British Virgin Islands as a destination, you know, in terms of event tourism and sports tourism and all of these things, you know. We have to continue to think outside of the box and push forward in a new way.
Right now, outside of the box and in a new way. In my introduction, I did mention that there is a new committee at the helm of this year's VG Easter Festival. Tell me a bit about the energy between all of you. Your picture that went out with the announcement looked like you guys are ready to put the work together. You've been working together for 50 years. You're ready to make great things happen. So tell me a bit about that.
I'm not being biased. Yes, I am. This is one of the best groups I've ever worked with. We just gel.
Yeah.
Everybody just came together and said, are we going to do this? And the ideas started flowing. And then, of course, we stressed out Dirk a lot. But we came together and we decided that this is what we want as a community and we're going to push for it. Dirk did say earlier that we will not sleep. The phones will ring around the clock, and he's not lying. It has started. So, I mean, I don't believe that I could have not done this without everybody that you saw in that picture. And let me just say here, we have some guys, because there were some questions on, well, where are the guys? The guys were out working late that day. So I want to take this opportunity to just acknowledge Steve George, Joel Evans, Wes Stevens, which is Trevor West Stevens, especially him, because we kind of forgot his name. So this is
I need to go and update my story.
So Trevor West Stevens, and then we have Hakeem Cricky, and of course Kavari and Rashan. So we have 7 guys.
It's great seeing the men get involved in the events planning and stuff, you know.
And they are working in different areas. Like we have the guys mostly working on the security and the music scene. So we have our guys.
Now, I feel like we forgot to mention my favorite part of Virgin Gorda Easter Festival, but that's okay. I forgive us for that. Let's talk about the food fair.
We would have reminded you because it's ours too.
Yeah. Let's talk about the food fair. When is it this year? What will the atmosphere be like? How early do I have to get there to get everything I want?
So this year's food fair, food fair is what starts off the Easter Festival celebration. So it's on March 30th, that's Saturday. It starts at 10 a.m. and you could expect tradition, you could expect culture. We have a number of performers that day. The vendors, we are strictly doing food for that day. So as you enter, expect to get a taste from all of them, I would say. Support everyone. And yes, we have our food fair chair, which is Shanique Creaky. She's working very hard to try and organize that. But anything else, we'll put it out there.
Okay, and is it in its regular location or has it shifted as well?
No, same location.
Same location.
Same location?
Yeah.
All right, now, so we know where to go, we know when to go, and we know what time to be there. So we're there before everybody else. Now, for anybody who's seeking more information, of course, there are more big announcements to come in terms of the lineup and what we can expect for the events. Where can they keep up?
Well, there are 3 places we can keep up. You can keep up on the Facebook page. The tourist board, of course, is the go-to. So the tourist board would have all the information that you seek. So you can go to their page or you can contact Mr. Walters directly as well.
All right, and don't be afraid to visit the tourist board's office.
Yeah. But first and foremost, Virgin Gorda Easter Festival page.
Go there first.
And then Virgin Islands Festival and Fairs main Facebook page and the tourist board, of course, because it's all about Virgin Gorda persons charting the course. It's all about Virgin Gorda. And also, if we could mention one time, I don't know if you want to either speak about the hat parade as well, fishing tournament, all of those additional things.
Oh, a fishing tournament, is that?
Wahoo tournament.
Is that an addition to the activities?
The hat tournament, the fishing tournament and the hat parade, they will be happening around that same time as well. We are promoting it along with the Easter Festival because we want to make sure that persons enjoy a complete weekend. Yeah. I don't have the final dates for the Wahoo tournament. Okay. But the Hat Festival is on the Sunday, Easter Sunday, and it starts at 4 p.m. in the afternoon. More information again on the pages, and of course the tourist board, and of course, like Mr. Walters said, the Virgin Gorda Easter Festival page.
Now, with this list of events, it's like you need to start planning your outfits from now, because you either have to shake your pampalam, you have to go and catch fish, whatever's going on.
You have to come with your best hat.
Yeah. All right. You have to and you have to wear comfortable clothes because you have to come ready to eat.
Also, there's a new one this year as well with the peas and rice competition.
Oh, for food fair. Yes, I forgot to mention. During food fair, we'll have a peas and rice competition. It's sponsored by Honorable Vincent Wheatley. We also have a fish and mayo sauce competition as well, but more information on that will come out and who's participating and all of that.
No, we're going to need a full calendar very, very soon.
Yeah.
So we need to keep it locked. For any members of the Virgin Gorda community who sees everything going on, and they tend to be people who are really invested in their community and they want to help out, but they're not sure how can they get in touch with the committee to see how they could chip in?
Well, they can find myself. You could always find me everywhere. So we are looking for volunteers. We need help to make this event a memorable one. So we are looking for volunteers, people that are willing to put in the work and, make things happen. If you can't get a hold of me, you can contact the committee's email, Virgin Gorda Easter Festival @gmail.com. And we'll keep in touch.
Before we wrap up, I want to kind of put each of you on the spot right now. If you had to put out a pitch to convince someone to come to the Easter Festival this year, what would you say? Let's start from Mr. PRO, actually, because, it's kind of in the job description. Let's go.
It's worth it. You're going to want to be there every single day. Monday after parade, people usually just make their way to go home. Plan to leave on Tuesday morning because you're going to want to be there till everything finishes. So that's my pitch.
I would say come back home because that's where it all started. We just want to continue what we know we're accustomed to. Come back to a place of fun, relaxation, entertainment, food, and good service.
And Mr. Walter?
Sure. This is the kickoff to the biggest year yet for festival. It all starts with Virgin Gorda Easter Festival, and we're going into the 70th for Emancipation. Virgin Gorda has always and always will be very unique. It's a very unique experience holistically and even for festivals. So come out and support. And please remember, this is still and always will be a community-based event. It is a national event. Please come out. It depends on you all. Come out and show your full support. Support the vendors, participate, join a troupe, come support the musicians, the committee. When you see them, thank them for doing a really great job. They're giving up their time. It's a lot of sacrifice. A lot of people don't see, a lot of behind the scenes work. We all disagree at times. We may not get along for a few hours at a time, or a few weeks at a time, whatever it is. But it's all worth it because it's bigger than all of us combined. It's about the territory, it's about the BVI, it's about festival, it's our thing. So please come out and support. Virgin Gorda Easter Festival Committee has my full support regardless, and let's make it happen. Simple as that.
All right, now I don't know what else you would need to hear to understand that you need to be at the Virgin Gorda Easter Festival this year. Thank you all so much for your time today. We'll be seeing you again soon, more likely.
Yeah.
And of course, thank you viewers for joining us here today. I'm Jhaka Wooding, and I'll see you again soon. So continue watching To It for Media for more great content.